Hello guys, and welcome to Mazda RX-8 channel, or let me just say Rotary channel. So anybody that has a Rotary, this is definitely a channel for you, because this is pretty much a community of RX-8 and Rotary enthusiasts. The reason I say RX-8 because that's the only cars I have. I have two Mazda RX-8s, which is a green one and a silver one. Green one automatic and the silver one being a stick shift. So anyways guys, in today's video I want to tell you guys what is actually upcoming on my channel for those Mazda RX-8s. So basically I am planning to start working on the silver one. So the plans for the silver one is this. The very first thing I gotta do is I gotta remove the airbox, and I gotta remove the battery and get down to the belts and replace both of the belts and the alternator. So I gotta get basically that stuff done and then put stuff back and then take it on a test drive and find out how the car is performing, just like what kind of kinks it has, just to work them out and stuff. Okay, I definitely got to take it on a test drive. I've actually never ever taken it on a test drive. I bought it sight unseen. It was a Facebook marketplace type of listing, $2,500. Doesn't start. Got it started, and of course got to do all of those things. The alternator was locked up. But anyways, my plan for it is I do want to relocate the battery to the trunk. So if anybody has a good video on how to do it or some good advice on how to do it, let me know. I will actually say a few things as far as the battery relocation. I did watch some videos, and I will be watching some more today just to get some ideas. So we'll get into that in just a second. So basically I need to create room for future turbochargers, or turbocharger, or future turbo. It's probably not advisable to turbocharge Mazda RX-8 high compression engine, because people said they blow up. But here's the thing, maybe they're blowing up because they're just old engines and you put too much stress on them and it blows up. Maybe if you rebuild it, you'll be just fine. And when I say blow up, I'm talking about like it probably will have like some leaking oil cooler seals or what have you. If you guys know what happens, let me know. It could be the apex seals, or like anything could like literally fail on these things. Plus they're so old. I mean, they're technically like 19-year-old engines, so that little stress possibly could cause issues. But it's not stopping me. I have looked at some eBay turbo kits, and I could see one for $700, and I think that's going to be a very good start. And just to pick that up and put a turbocharger in it and just see what happens. If it does fail, right, hopefully it's not a catastrophic failure, which I will then just rebuild it. It would be a good learning experience to be able to just rebuild an engine. But anyways, as far as the boost goes, I've seen people put turbochargers and they're ready boost anywhere from 7 to 11 psi. We'll see, I guess. But I do think it is reasonable to pay $700 to get yourself into Mazda RX-8 that will have a turbocharger. I don't know. Let me know, guys. I mean, I don't know how dependable this stuff will be at $700, because there's a lot of stuff that's included. With that being said, guys, before I even put a turbocharger, I want to make this car reliable. So the very first thing I want to do is, the reason I'm removing the airbox and I'm relocating the battery is to allow the engine to get more air. Because as you know, Mazda RX-8s, they have some, heating problems, and there's a lot of heat underneath the hood, and you got to get that heat out. So my plans are to first and foremost get rid of those things. Put a cold air intake that was just a straight pipe, and without no battery there, it's just going to have so much room to be able to cool the engine out. So that's going to happen first. Also, I plan to add some hood vents. I did actually buy some cheap eBay hood vents. They, you know, they're like plastic, but they look like carbon fiber. I'm just gonna cut the hood and put them in. They look good. I will put them in. And I also bought a hood scoop, kind of like a middle one. I'm thinking that would be a good idea to put that in as well. So I'm not trying to like rice it up, okay? But in a way, maybe it's gonna be like that. I don't know. We'll see. But here's the thing. It's not for looks. This is supposed to be something that's going to keep the engine cool, because, you know, like the way I'm thinking is, look, I gotta have some vents for the air to escape, and also some air to be forced in. If I could get some more air forced into the hood, you know, perfect. I would like to do that. Now, another thing I got for this car is obviously the full exhaust. So I already have a good muffler on it, and I'm gonna be doing a, you know, cat back exhaust, and including replacing, you know, like everything, like the whole exhaust. Okay. So I want the car to be able to exhaust all of the hot gases, because the quicker you could exhaust them, the cooler your engine's going to be. So that's going to be a good cooling component, and on top of that, we'll probably release a few more horses. Cold air intake, hopefully it's going to be breathing air from outside versus underneath the hood where the hot air is, and I think that would be a pretty good idea to do. Also, I'm kind of thinking about the battery relocation. So when it comes to battery relocation, here's like, I've seen some videos, okay, and I've seen a couple of videos that I'm only gonna point out. Like, one person like literally ran a positive and a negative battery cable, like 15 foot long, from the hood of his engine, you know, like basically black and the red type of cable, all the way to this trunk. And he says, as an engineer, maybe you've seen his videos, it looked good what he did, but to me that's not my idea of doing it. Like, I'm thinking, like, look, the whole car's grounded. Why would you want to run a whole big black wire down to the underneath the hood? I mean, maybe you get better connection, I don't know, but I'm thinking, can't you just ground out the cable, the ground cable on the battery in the trunk? Just ground it to your car. I mean, can we just do that? Like, that seems like completely unnecessary. But let me know, guys. And as far as the positive battery go, I mean, a positive cable, I definitely think that, yeah, like, I'll have to run that whole thing, you know, to the front, obviously. Now, I don't know a good way to hook it up, so if it sounds kind of like weird with what I'm gonna say, you know, correct me in the comments below. But here's what I'm kind of thinking about doing. I mean, I just like to simplify things. So here's what I'm thinking. I can take the existing positive terminal that you would put in a battery and remove the actual terminal portion, and where you're gonna have like a bunch of like loops. Put the loops together and connect it, you know, like connect it to the larger battery cable, you know, like just put it all as one piece and put like a nice bolt on it, right, to where all that stuff nice and tight, and just, you know, have that cable be in a trunk, and then obviously with the battery terminal on the positive and the negative terminal just be grounded to the car. Like, that's the way I'm kind of thinking. I mean, like, to me, I think that's simple. What I've seen the engineer do, I think he's from another country, could be like Mexico or something, but he did a really nice job. Like, I mean, he messed with everything, including building some additional posts for jump starting his car. Like, I mean, there was a lot that he did, and it looks good. I'm not knocking on that at all. I just think that I really don't want to go the extra mile to be able to do all that. It just seems like it's too much. But let me know how you would do it. And also, I will be adding some coilovers to this car. So coilovers, exhaust, cold air intake, obviously alternator, a brand new battery, and of course relocated to the trunk. It's also going to get aluminum radiator, aluminum overflow tank, radiator aluminum shroud with aftermarket fans. I don't know if they're better than original, but like I bought them. Maybe original's better, I don't know. But basically aftermarket fans and OilCatchCan and possibly an external tank that I can put like a 2-cycle oil in so that it can oil itself. And also I'm thinking maybe run a radiator with no thermostat. We don't have like heavy winters here, so I mean I'm in South Carolina, so like, you know, I think it would be fine. RX-8s heat up as they do. I think it's going to be fine, and if it's too much, just put the thermostat back in. It's not a big deal. Also, my Mazda RX-8 is pretty much just a fun type of car to just get out there and just enjoy yourself. It's not like a car that I'm driving to work, but even if it was, I think this would be a really good, reliable solution. Of course, if I'm driving it just back and forth to work, maybe have a thermostat there, because you know, you're just going to work. You're not going to a track. But I do plan to take my like this Mazda RX-8, I do plan to take it to a track, just to like have like normal type of track days. So with this said, none of this, what I just said, like, is a heavy customization of the car. It's just normal stuff, like normal cooling, normal breathing, and exhaling, you know, type of stuff. And at a later point, I would like to put a turbo kit in there, and it's probably gonna be like sooner than later. I would definitely like to do it, but we'll see. As for the green Mazda RX-8, basically it's going to be for the most part stock. You know, we'll see. You know what the plans will bring. I just think that I may just keep the automatic, just stock, just like normal looking RX-8. But the silver one, I'm probably gonna put some aero on there, probably do some kind of like a rocket bunny type of wide body kit, you know, something. I just want to be able to play around with it, just make it look interesting, you know. I don't know, maybe in the future I would be putting like a roll cage in it and some racing seats. We'll see. I'm just curious to see what the evolution of it will look like, and I don't know. I mean, like RX-8s are technically right now, they're not a collector's car, and a stick shift car is definitely more desirable. So I'm thinking, would it be a better track car? Let me know, guys. But anyways, stay tuned for more videos to come, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.